You are now listening to the Rationetics Experience. Enjoy. Let's just straight away begin, and I want to ask you a question. Do you understand Twitter? Like, really? Now, I do not have any problem with social media, and I myself love using many of the apps like Instagram. I enjoyed Facebook while back in the day when it was cool, and this Snapchat. I enjoyed Snapchat again when it was cool, and there are tons of other platforms. I don't know. There used to be Tumblr back in the day. Used to be Squarespace, Orkut. If anybody older than 22 is sitting here and listening to this, they might know Orkut and tons of other places. But Twitter, like seriously, I'm not here to shit on Twitter, and no offense if you're on Twitter, but I'm just asking, like, as a netizen, that what's the point of Twitter? Like, what's the use of Twitter? What the fuck do you do on Twitter? Also, a couple of things I would like to mention before we begin this episode. And Doug, why Twitter is the utter useless shit in the world? Again, no offense. You would see that I sometimes drop F bombs here or sometimes I use explicit language, but I still think it's clean because we use it in everyday language. So it doesn't fucking matter even if I drop some F bombs. So if you have problem with it, then I might give you an advisory here, parental advisory that जैसे वो movies के पहले आते हैं ना parental advisory in that fucking green screen that it's for the appropriate audience. So yeah, if you feel the language is too strong, you're most welcome to go out. Or I think people are most real themselves, and even according to a psychological study, people are most real when they're tired, which I am a little bit right now because it's after midnight. So yes, people are tired. um, People are more themselves, people are more vulnerable, their inhibitions are lower, so they're more real. So that is me, and that is also the number one difference between the YouTube videos I make or the podcast I'm doing right now, because this is like the YouTube is also real me, and I don't shy away from using any language, but sometimes you have to be careful because of the audience you're with. But podcast is like 1000% real me, whole authentic, and plus the content here would be a lot different than YouTube, and I'll be sharing day to day things which I do and which you should know and are relevant to you. So yeah, that would be the difference. All right, coming back to the topic and quickly discussing. Please tell me the use of Twitter. Like, I get apps. Instagram is photo sharing app. Facebook you used to write on wall. Basically the purpose of Facebook was, as even shown in the movie The Social Networking, or if you have read stories about Facebook or how Facebook was founded, basically to know social life of people around you. That is how Mark Zuckerberg, founded it in his dorm room in Harvard back in I think 2004. Yeah, 2003 4, and it was just for Harvard campus then, and basically wanted to find out if people were single, where do they live, etc., etc. So that was the purpose, and I get it. Instagram, I get it. Snapchat was for, you know what I mean, you must be knowing, for sexting. So Snapchat was something else totally, and people turned made it something else. That is something else, that an entirely a different topic actually, that now these platforms are used for advertising, and that is how they earn their revenue, because as you know, they don't charge any fees from us and they're free. But I'm just getting to know, what do we gain as a user by using these platforms? There's LinkedIn as well. It's for jobs, it's for corporates, it's very useful. I've been quite active on LinkedIn. I was actually quite active on LinkedIn. But what do you do on Twitter? I think, as far as I know, and you might call me stupid or an idiot, but it's just sharing updates with people in 140 characters or less, as far as I recall. That was the latest thing I knew. And you just get trending topics, and that's it. Some news and ads. Like, what's the point of sharing updates in 140 characters or less? It's a challenge, yes. But what's stimulating about it? I think it's just an utterly useless app because people can very well share their updates anywhere. While Instagram as well, I don't think I have to have another app of telling me the news or any sort of shiz. So yeah, and it's okay. I'm, this is also a message here. Sometimes you might not understand things as the world does. Sometimes things doesn't make complete sense to you, which it makes to other people, and they get it. And other people and other those other people might call you stupid or shit, and it's okay. Frankly, it's okay. Who gives a fuck if they don't get you or not? You're entitled to your opinion, your own opinion. Yes, you're entitled to your own opinion. Why can't I fucking pronounce that? You're entitled to your own opinion. And as I say, not just as a free citizen, but as a human being. See, God did a, I don't think fantastic even cuts it, but an incredible job. Okay, not even incredible cuts it. But whatever the biggest superlative you can assign to this of job of creating us, each individual is uniquely different. There, you have the oxymoron. It's uniquely different from each one. Even the people who look similar, yeah, humshakals, they're doppelgangers, as we say, they're different. No two humans think alike, no two humans like the same thing. So even if 50-60% people on this planet like one app, it's okay if you fall in the other 40%, or even if 99% people like one thing, it's okay if you fall in the other 1%. It doesn't matter, it just makes you unique and even interesting if you talk about it. So yeah, be free to talk about these things, whatever you like, what you don't like, in open public. And don't be like, oh, somebody would consider me stupid or something if I don't like something, or if I don't like Facebook, or if I don't like Instagram. If you don't like something, you fucking don't like it. It's okay. There are plenty of other things out there, and you'll find your people at the end of the day. So yeah, that was it. And we'll be back with another episode. Good night, you guys.